Have you ever felt that your biggest flaws could be your greatest strengths? Meet Marcus, a 12-year-old brimming with curiosity. He dreams of exploring the universe, often losing himself in research about planets and space missions. But Marcus's journey took an unexpected turn when he was diagnosed with ADHD. A psychologist suggested lowering his life expectations to avoid disappointment. Imagine telling a child with boundless dreams to shrink them. Marcus's mother, however, saw things differently. She realized that his ADHD wasn't a limitation, but a gateway to exceptional thinking. In her words, "We're not hyperactive, just otherworldly energetic. We're not distractible, just incessantly curious." With this new perspective, Marcus's mother enrolled him in specialized programs where his curiosity wasn't seen as a distraction, but a gift. He thrived in hands-on projects, excelling in subjects that allowed him to explore freely. His teachers noted how he could lead class discussions with insightful questions others wouldn't think to ask. Marcus even started his own after-school club to explore robotics with like-minded peers. Marcus's story teaches us a valuable lesson. Given the right environment, those with ADHD can achieve their wildest dreams. It's about identifying and nurturing a child's interests early on, creating spaces where their energy and curiosity are not only accepted but celebrated. But what about those whose struggles go unnoticed for far too long? Meet Danielle, a professional in her 30s who spent years feeling out of place. As a child, her teachers dismissed her daydreaming as a lack of discipline. Even as an adult, her focus on creative work was seen as a quirk rather than a symptom. Danielle often wondered, "Why can't I keep up like everyone else?" Her diagnosis didn't come until after her son's ADHD assessment revealed familiar traits in her own behavior. It turns out she wasn't lazy or unfocused. She had simply been overlooked by a system that didn't recognize how ADHD manifests in women. Danielle's struggle extended beyond the classroom. In her personal life, she frequently forgot appointments, misplaced important documents, and found it nearly impossible to maintain a consistent daily routine. These issues compounded her feelings of inadequacy, even as she excelled in her career as a graphic designer. It wasn't until her diagnosis that she realized how much she had been compensating. After her diagnosis, Danielle began implementing small but powerful changes. She created visual reminders around her workspace, used color-coded systems for organization, and set aside specific blocks of time for focused tasks. More importantly, she forgave herself for past struggles. "Once I understood how my brain worked," she reflected, "I stopped trying to fit into a mold that was never meant for me." Danielle's story reminds us of the importance of recognizing how ADHD manifests differently in each individual. It's about embracing tools and strategies that help turn invisible struggles into visible successes. Now let's meet Gail, a seasoned professional who spent decades excelling in her career while secretly battling ADHD. To the outside world, she was a powerhouse, juggling a demanding job, raising kids, and maintaining a home. Inside, though, Gail felt like she was always one step from disaster. She described her routine as working through lunch, catching up at 5 a.m., and going to bed at midnight. Like many women, Gail overcompensated, hiding her struggles through sheer force of will. What's remarkable about Gail's story is how she maintained her high level of performance despite the odds. She excelled in public relations for a Fortune 100 company, delivering results that earned her accolades. But her success came at a personal cost. It wasn't until her youngest child left for college that Gail realized something had to change. Seeking help at 57, she received an ADHD diagnosis that transformed her life. Armed with this new understanding, Gail didn't just accept her condition, she embraced it. She began using project management software to organize her tasks and set realistic deadlines. She also started delegating responsibilities, trusting her team to handle tasks she once shouldered alone. With these changes, Gail found a new rhythm. For the first time, she said, "I felt like I was in control rather than being controlled by my ADHD." Marcus, Danielle, and Gail's journeys remind us that ADHD, when understood and managed, can be a source of unique strengths and abilities. Our greatest challenges often hold the seeds of our most profound strengths, if only we have the courage to nurture them,